In pagan times, the Christians were thrown to the lions. They were systematically persecuted. As we now enter a post-Christian phase, as we embrace a new kind of paganism, like the pagans of old, we are now again throwing the Christians to the lions. We are now again persecuting Christians. And your point is, now a legal precedent has been established whereby Christians are going to be on the defensive, where they can no longer be groups or form societies on campus, and this is the beginning of a comprehensive assault to essentially purge Christianity from the public square, correct?
That is absolutely right. And, you know, the more Obama will stack the Supreme Court with such liberal justices, I think these rulings are going to go against us over and over again. You know, the dissenting judge, Alito, he said that this was absolutely appalling, that the court was basically bowing to political correctness on campus. And then let me address another important point that I raised in the piece, Jeff. What I point out, and I really hope that especially Christians in your audience will grasp this and act on it, I've come to the very, very sad conclusion that paganism and Christianity cannot coexist. They are mortal enemies. Now, liberals understand that, and that's why they're coming after us legally and with all kinds of social taboos and with political correctness and with every tool they can think of. Christians still think that somehow we will be able to peacefully coexist with liberals. This is a real mistake. Paganism and Christianity are mortal enemies. They cannot coexist because we Christians, by what we believe, even if we want to be private in our practices, we basically represent a threat to the permissive society that the liberals are trying to create. Because what liberals want is they don't want just to be able to do whatever they want to do. They want society to tell them that it's okay. And we Christians are never, ever going to be able to say that all the practices that the liberals want are okay. The Bible tells us that it isn't okay.
In other words,
we represent a moral condemnation to the liberal project. They despise us, and they will try to come after us, I believe, increasingly so with every tool at their disposal.
Dr. Grace, in other words, the essence of secular liberalism is to create a relativistic, non-judgmental society. Homosexuality, it's okay. Abortion, it's okay. Premarital sex, it's okay. A transgendered, it's okay. Bisexuality, it's okay. Everything is okay. Abortion, pornography, you name it, it's okay. And if Christians believe it's not okay, it's immoral, to the liberal, that is a threat that must be annihilated, correct?
That is exactly what I believe. And you know, when you say they want they want a non-judgmental society, well, except for Christians, then they're extremely judgmental about Christians. That's the point. Christians believe that in this permissive society that Christians will be allowed to be themselves. That's not the case because they're completely intolerant of Christianity, because Christianity ultimately, no matter how peacefully, no matter how meekly we try to practice it, we stand there, perhaps the voice of their very own conscience telling them, no, 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 it's not right, it's not okay. And they want to stifle that voice of conscience that we Christians represent.
We've been talking to Dr. Grace Vuoto. She's the executive director of the Edmund Burke Institute, one of Washington's leading think tanks. Dr. Grace, where can people go to read your absolutely brilliant column?
Jeff, they can go to the institute.org, and on the homepage they will see Dr. Grace's weekly column. Just
say the email. Sorry, say the internet, the web address one more time. You got briefly cut off.
EdmundBurkeInstitute.org.
Burke, B-U-R-K-E.
That is correct, and they can go to the homepage, click on Dr. Grace's weekly column, and they will see the first one there, Supreme Court throws Christians to the lions.
Thank you so much, Dr. Grace. My friends, we'll be right back after this break on the Kuhner Show. Did the Justice Department drop charges against the Black Panther Party for racial reasons? Talk about a creeping dictatorship. We'll be right back here on 570 WTNT, liberalism's worst nightmare.